Yes.
And you swear by the light that your words are the truth?
I swear.
So be it. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
What do you want me to say? That I used my magic to kill those soldiers? Yes, I did. And I would do it again. Because they tried to kill me.
She's lying, for heck's sake! That bloody witch is lying!
You know what? You're right. I killed these men just because I liked it. Then I cooked a potion from their entrails and finally found myself a nice little broom to fly off into the moonlight.
Do you think this is the time for jesting?
I don't. But for the past hour, I have done nothing but repeat the same story over and over again.
For which you have no evidence.
Yes, and neither do you. But you know, that's the great thing about religious idiots like you. You always pick the story you like most. Now go ahead. Get that pretty little mask on my face already. I'm sure Aeonir would enjoy that as much as seeing elven mages raped by Leonider soldiers.
Heresy. This is heresy.
Area of Finnenmere. You are hereby found guilty of breaking the new laws by using magic to slay 3 soldiers of the royal army. The punishment will be death by the pike and shall be carried out by the morrow. The trial is over.
That's tough.
Who's that woman? The older one?
You don't know? Alright, now that surprises me. That was Amaria Leonider, the only surviving member of House Leonider. All of her sons died in the final battle of the Nortander army against your father's rebels.
She seemed to be very upset by what the elves said about Aeonir.
Yeah, no wonder. She's one of the most fervent followers of the Purity. Probably also one of the reasons why they could get so much influence within the crown. House Leonider was one of the greatest armies in Nortander. But let's go, shall we? I wouldn't want to keep the Lord Marshal waiting any longer.
Will do.
Understood.
No. It's fireballs you're dodging, not candy! Again!
Acknowledged.
Remember, eyes locked onto your opponent.
In the midst of the keep, like a lithic giant challenging the sky, stands the Grey Tower. Though not the highest of towers, it is no doubt the most important, as it houses both the Hall of War and the Hall of Justice.
Here we are. Now let's find the Lord Marshal and the General.
Yeah, they're probably in the Hall of War. You know, Tahar, there's something I've been wondering about lately.
What?
All this, the army, the Wolf Guard, the crown, does it fulfill you?
What do you mean?
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Got it.
Let's see. What are you doing? These are General Noria's quarters. Of course. Acknowledged. All right, here we go. Ready to go in?
You sound nervous.
Nervous? No. Never mind. Come on, let's go in.
The Hall of War is not only where most of Northander politics are conducted, but also where emissaries and diplomats from other empires are first received when visiting Greykeep. It is easy to understand the reason. Once one has walked on the marble floors, through the gilded arches, and beneath the eyes of the many statues that adorn its giant halls.
I said dismissed.
But all we need is more time. The cure is within reach, and we...
You've had your time. And what did you achieve? Nothing. People are dying as we speak, and if we do not stop this plague right now, it'll wipe out all of Greythal next. Once you've found a cure, fine, we will use it. But for now, this is the only way.
I understand, Lord Marshal. Forgive me for my failure.
Dismissed.
Tahar, get over here. We don't have all day.
Lord Marshal, General Noria, you wanted to see us?
We did. Sentenza?
Yes. What do you know about the Bloodburn?
I'm not sure what you mean, sir.
So, our commitment to secrecy worked for a change. That's refreshing.
The Bloodburn is a plague. The first time we heard about it was about 3 months ago. For almost a moon's turn now, every capable alchemist of Greyfell and Everlight has been searching for a cure. And there are rumors that the elves, the dwarves, and even the greenskins are affected by it as well. Problem is, we are nowhere near a solution, and recently there's been a massive outbreak at a village near Greyfell, Leonon.
And am I right to assume that this bloodburn is lethal?
Absolutely. It's by far the most dangerous plague EO has seen since the Red Fever. It corrupts a person's blood, hence the name. It starts with a light fever and some nausea. Within a week, people will bleed from their mouths and their eyes. We don't know what causes it, and so far, no medicine has shown to help. Once the first symptoms show, it goes quickly. The blood forms blisters, which eventually burst open, and by then, the fever already causes an excruciating pain. After that, it's over quickly. Within the next few days, the victim will bleed out like a slaughtered pig.
Tiara's breath.
Indeed.
Any idea what causes it? How does it spread?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know. Some things seem to suggest that it's contagious, whereas some alchemists believe the infections occurred random.
At random?
Well, not entirely. Apparently there's a pattern, but it seems almost too ridiculous to say it.
The infected we've talked to, many of them have reported hearing, I don't know how to put it, noises around where the infection must have taken place.
Noises?
Yes, some of them even said it sounded like a voice. Superstitious nonsense, of course. But it might suggest that it's more than a mere disease, which is troubling.
A curse. That is what you're suggesting, isn't it?
A curse? No. If anything, I think it might be some kind of magical anomaly. However, you're not here to muse about the causes of the plague. We have scholars set on that. You're here because the Wolf Guard will set out on a mission. Sentenza.
We have to find a way to contain the outbreak in that village, Leonon. If the infections reach Greyfell, we will be faced with a catastrophe that will make the Mage Wars look like a pleasant dream. Thus, we, together with a small division of Nortander soldiers, will travel to Leonon and assess the situation and see what we can do.
What's my role in this?
What kind of question is that? You're a member of the Wolf Guard and this is a royal mission. End of story.
I understand. But if there's no cure, how can we contain it?
We'll see when we get there.
If the bloodburn is deadly, how do we protect ourselves when we get into the contaminated territory?
Again, we haven't understood the bloodburn's distribution pattern yet, so there's a chance it'll not affect you anyway. But to make sure, our alchemists have prepared a concoction that's supposed to protect against the infection.
Supposed to protect?
Well, it did work for our scouts. We'll simply have to take the risk.
Understood. When do we set out?
Tomorrow at first light. Just get your things and your potion from the alchemist downstairs. His name is Albertus de Reims. Then meet me at the gate when you're ready. Anything else, Lord Marshal Arendir?
No. Just solve the problem.
We will.
Are you Albertus de Reims?
Depends on who's asking.
Corporal Carpel and Corporal Tahar, Wolfguard. We were told you can give us a medicine that can protect against the bloodburn?
Ah, so that's you. Yes, here are your potions. Drink 2 sips of it 2 hours before entering the contaminated zone. It lasts for about 7 hours.
And it works?
Of course it works. Just make sure to never go over my suggested dose, otherwise it can be lethal. Now, is there anything else? If not, I've got business to attend to.
No, that was all. Thank you.
Understood. Acknowledged.
There you are. Ready?
We are.
Good. Then let's go get the others. We have a long journey ahead of us.
Wide swathes of green, fertile soil, lakes and rivers rich in fish. The people of Leonon, a small village in the meadowlands of Leonida, have long led a peaceful life. Now the tides have turned. According to word of mouth, the village has been struck by the blood burn. It is your mission to ascertain these rumors' veracity and act accordingly.
All I'm saying is that I just don't understand why people always act that way.
Quiet. We're here.
This is Leonon? Huh, looks pretty serene.
Still.
What about our troops? Should we wait for them to catch up?
No. Our first task is to assess the situation anyway. How bad is it, and how many are infected? Once we have a clearer picture, we'll act accordingly.
Meaning?
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
easy.
Whatever's necessary.
Huh. Interesting.
Now would you look at that? Interesting.
All right.
Yes.
Look at that, boys.
More cutthroats. Take them down.
Give up! For the queen!
Help me, somebody!
Make it quick!
Let's see.
You'll regret this. For the queen! For the crown!
Right.
Understood. Of course.
As you command.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Let me see.
Ragged cloth, blistered feet. They look like refugees.
Huh. All that time stationed in Greykeep almost made me forget how many of them are still out there. Damn that bloody war.
Now would you look at that? A respectable soldier, right in our humble encampment. How can I help?
Who are you people? We didn't expect to find someone that far out in the wild.
Who we are? Well, we like to call ourselves the Travelers, though most would probably refer to us as refugees. Orphans of the war, if you're feeling poetic. Tramps, if you aren't.
I see. But why stay on the road? Why not try your luck in, I don't know, Everlight perhaps? Greyfell?
Did you really just ask that? Of course we'd rather be behind thick walls with a roof over our heads. But what do you think the odds are of the guards letting a group of ragged vagrants through their precious gates? I learned it the hard way. You see, this is why we came to Leonon, a village, and we only heard the best about it from a traveler. And now, it got taken by a bloody plague. If fate exists, it has a damn bad sense of humor.
Where are you from, then? I take it your city got destroyed in the war.
City? Town's more like it. Mistvale, it was called. We aren't all from there, though. Just me and that red-headed girl over there, Elaine. But yes, it got destroyed. I still feel like all this is just a bad dream sometimes. I spent my entire life there, and now it's gone. Burnt to the ground by Asamo Tahar's defilers. It's a tragedy. But to answer your question, most of these folks I met on the road, and we just stuck together. It's easier to survive in numbers.
So, you're the leader?
Well, I'm definitely the one with the most winters on my back, and I guess that made people trust me, for better or worse.
Well, good luck to you people. We need to push on now.
Wait, I don't know how to say this, but something happened and we don't really know what to do. Could you spare a moment and help us?
What is it?
It's actually quite simple. We were betrayed by one of our own, a young fellow named Gilbert. He was responsible for giving out food to everyone in the camp. Long story short, he stole from us. When our provisions were running low, we decided that we needed to cut the rations. But Gilbert didn't accept it, so he just took half of our provisions and ran off.
I'll see what I can do. Do you think he's still in the area?
I'm sure of it. It only just happened last night, and with them elven folk around, he wouldn't dare to go far. Thank you, soldiers. It's good to know that the Crown still cares about us.
She does. Stay alert.
Acknowledged.
I'll take a look.
let's see.
Are you Gilbert?
What?
Well, we were sent here by Mother Kalia from the refugee camp in the south. I'm searching for a certain Gilbert who stole rations and left them to starve in the wilderness.
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know any Gilbert. Now, please.
Hi, Gilby. Who are those men? Do they have any news of Mary? She should be back from the marketplace by now.
Dad, not now.
Kill me.
Blazes. I knew this wouldn't end well. I'm Gilbert, and I stole the provisions. Just didn't think they'd send a sellsword after me. Now, please, if you're here to kill us, just get it over with, will you? Me and my old man have suffered enough already.
Why did you do it? Steal the provisions?
So she didn't tell you. Figures. Well, then I will. Mother Kalia, the wise old woman, after the provisions ran low, she cut the rations.
We know that much already.
Also that her plan was to cut the rations for my father entirely? Because he was dying already and it would be mercy? I tried to tell her that it wasn't too late for him, but she wouldn't listen. So in the end, I had no choice. I took Dad, packed all the food I could carry and left. I honestly hope they all rot in the claws of Nor for turning their back on us.
Your father mentioned a Mary. Is it more than just the two of you?
What? Oh, no. Mary was the name of my mother. She died 2 years ago when our village was overrun. Dad has been, well, seeing her for the past couple of days, and I just don't have the heart to remind him that she's dead.
What's wrong with your father, anyway?
I'm no apothecary, so I couldn't tell you. He's been getting worse for the last few months, but it started getting really bad around 2 weeks ago. Could you believe that he was once the strongest man in the village? Now look at him. He doesn't even recognize me half of the time. I won't lie. It's hard for the two of us.
We'll split. Give me one half of the provisions, and you can keep the rest. I'll tell Mother Kalia you lost the rest of it in the river.
But... Aye, of course. I should be grateful. Here, this...
Forget about it. You'll hand over all of these sacks right now, and we'll take them back to the refugees.
But...
Tahar, don't test my patience. His father is sick, all right. But he would have left those people out in the wilderness to starve to death. He doesn't deserve any mercy.
Well, and your death on him. But I guess there's nothing I can do. Here's the rations. Take them. And tell that bloody old wench she'll burn in the fires of Bogagor for this. Dad? We need to go now. I'll carry you, so just hang in there, will you? You need to.
Go. Yes. Yes, we will.
Was that really necessary?
You can't legitimize a crime like that, regardless of the reasons. And when did I ask for your opinion?
I'm sorry, sir.
No need. Onwards.
Good to see you back, soldier. Any luck with the provisions yet?
Here's the food. We made sure Gilbert won't bother you again.
Let me see. Blazes. Yes! That's almost all of it. Thank you. I don't know what to say. Ah, wait a moment. Here, take this. It's something I took from a dead mage we found on the roadside. I was going to sell it, but it's the least we can do for you.
Thank you. Best of luck to you and your people.
And to you.
All right, that was the last distraction. Let's get back to the task at hand.
Understood.
What the? Elves?
Salangar, who are you? And what by Ellen's reigns are you doing here?
Sentenza Noria, General of the Wolf Guard. And we'll be the ones asking the questions. This is Nortander territory.
Wolf? Oh, I see. Then talk to our scryer, Elion, Evran. I believe she will want to have a word with you.
So do I.
Will do.
Right away.
The Wolf Guard. Huh. This will be interesting.
What are you doing here? This is Nortander territory.
It is, and we are aware of that. But I'm afraid recent developments have made our presence necessary.
Spare me the verbiage. What's the meaning of this?
As you might know, this village has been struck by the Bloodburn. We are here to investigate.
Since when exactly? You've built quite an outpost.
Since a source informed us that there would be an outbreak, which was 3 weeks ago.
You knew there'd be an outbreak?
Yes.
Well, investigating is also what we're here for. Maybe we could join forces.
I appreciate the notion, but I'm afraid this won't be possible.
Why?
Because I know what you came here to do, and it's a mistake.
What do you mean?
All right, that's enough. We're here by order of the Queen, and according to the White Mist Treaty, you will now step...
You're not.
What?
The White Mist Treaty was struck between the Moorhere Scryers and Queen Aelith. You are acting under the orders of Lord Marshal Arendir, to whom we have sworn no loyalty. Or should I say, Lord Angar and those mage-slaughtering purity fanatics who are really making the laws of your country now.
The purity has nothing to do with this. We are here to prevent the bloodburn from spreading.
Well, we will take care of that. Now leave, or I will make you.
Was that a threat?
It was. You have 5 minutes to get back to where you came from. Then our archers will open fire. Leave.
Fall back! Onwards.
Understood.
As you command.
Got it.
Let's go.
All right.
Charge!
You read my mind.
Take them down! For the crowd! Help me, somebody!
Right.
Huh?
Sure. Our troops caught up. Good.
General Noria, you... What's the matter? Is something wrong?
Look up ahead and you'll see. We have unwanted company. Where's the rest of you?
At the crossroads, sir. Waiting for your word.
Good. Then send them in. The elves won't let us into the village, so we'll force them to. If we do it right, they won't stand a chance. Ansem, you'll help me develop a strategy. Corporal Tahar, you will oversee the setting up of the outpost. What's your name?
Seamark, sir. Gerald Seamark.
And you grew up here, right?
That is correct, sir.
Good. Then you know the area. Now, let's get started. If these damned more here want blood, they shall have it.
You're Corporal Tahar, I assume?
Yeah. Any advice on how to get started?
We should probably stock up on provisions first. I suggest we send out some men to hunt and do some wood cutting.
Got it.
And don't forget to get a stone cutter going, too.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Of course.
Building completed.
So much to do, so little time. This will be a masterpiece.
Still fresh. They don't show any symptoms of the blood burn.
That's not good. We should hurry.
Corporal, did you send out hunters already?
Yeah, and they already found some game. I also tasked a couple of men to gather wood, as you suggested. What's next?
Good question. I suggest you head out and see if you can find more suitable spots to establish outposts. Closer to the elves, preferably. The more territory we control, the easier it will be to win the battle.
Makes sense.
Will only take a second.
As you command.
All right, let's find more spots to set up outposts. We need to gain more ground.
Agreed.
Will do.
Understood.
Yes?
Yes?
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
What's next?
Building completed.
Yes? Mm-hmm.
Yes? Any news?
Yes. We set up some new outposts, as you suggested. What now?
Well, I guess now would be the time to arm our men and prepare them for the attack. In other words, we should put up a barrack.
Then that's what we'll do.
And remember, build billets to make space for new recruits. Should you need defenses, there is always the option of building some wooden towers.
Understood. Thanks, Gerald.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Good choice.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
So much to do, so little time. This will be a masterpiece.
Charge!
All right, then let's get to it.
Expansion is the key to victory.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
For the crown!
We're being attacked!
Charge!
Now would you look at that?
We're being attacked! Building completed.
So much to do, so little.
Caution!
We're being attacked!
All right. What is it?
It'll only take a second. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Then let's get to it.
We're being attacked!
We're in for a fight.
Stay alert.
I'll try.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
So much to...
We're being attacked!
That should work.
Building completed.
Well then, that should work.
What's next? Mm-hmm.
Building completed.
Orders?
All right then, let's get to it. Only take a second.
We're being attacked!
Chop chop, man.
Be wary.
This will be a masterpiece.
At your command.
That should work. All right then, let's get to it. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Well then.
We're being attacked! Building completed.
Got it.
We're being attacked!
Hmm?
Yes?
Building completed.
Yes?
Commander.
Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
This will be a masterpiece.
Building completed. Our provisions are running low. We need more food. We're being attacked! Building completed.
What do we need?
Huh. Interesting.
I think we're in a good spot to attack now, General.
Good. Then we'll attack right away.
I don't want to question your orders, sir, but wouldn't it be wise to do some more scouting first? There might be a weakness in their defense that we haven't spotted yet.
Fine. But not much longer. Who knows what these elves are planning? And if they carry the blood burn out of the village, no amount of scouting will help us.
What is it?
We're being attacked!
Alright then, let's get to it.
We're being attacked!
This will be a masterpiece.
Yes.
Building completed.
Let's see.
We're being attacked!
This will only take a masterpiece.
Hmm? Commander.
We're being attacked! Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Understood.
Take them down! For the crown!
We're being attacked!
Ah! You got over here messing with me.
Let's go.
Charge!
They will fall.
Yeah! Charge! Just give up!
You'll regret this.
Good choice.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Yes?
At your command.
All right, then, let's get to it.
Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Yes?
Right away.
Our provisions are running low. We need more food.
Will only take a sec. Well, then.
Building completed.
What's next?
that should work.
Yes? At your command. Hmm? Commander.
So much
Yes?
to do, so little chop chop, man.
Hmm?
Masterpiece. So much to do, so little time.
Hmm?
It'll only take a second. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Let's get to it. Well then. That should work. All right then, let's get to it. This will take a second. Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. So much to do, so little time. It will only take a second. Well then. That should work.
Made up your mind? I'll take a look. Stay alert. Yes, that's a good spot.
The outpost has been built. We've expanded our borders.
Onwards.
Bandits up ahead.
For the crown!
Building completed.
Charge!
Understood.
Right.
Do it.
I beg your pardon?
I said do it. Rob me, beat me up, kill me. That's all you people do these days, isn't it? Mage wars, more here elves, blood burn. Sometimes I wonder how I even made it to this age. Ah, well, every streak of luck has to end eventually, doesn't it? Seems that mine ends with bandits.
We're not bandits.
Oh. Well then, what brings you here?
We're soldiers, and we're here to investigate the recent outbreak in Leonon.
Outbreak? I assume it's this blood burn you're talking about. Then I apologize for my insolence. Care for a glass of mulled wine? Some chicken broth, maybe?
Thank you, but we're short on time.
I see. Well, then how can I help you?
Some information will be useful. Is there another way inside the village apart from the southern gate?
Another? Oh. You want to get past the Elven barricade. Apart from the north and the south gate, no, there isn't.
There's a second entrance?
Yes, there is. Just follow the path to the east.
What do you know about the outbreak in the village?
Not much. I try to stay away from the village as much as possible. They are decent folks, but, you know, I came here for serenity. All I know is that 3 weeks ago, those elves showed up and made camp. As if it were the most natural thing in the world. More here elves, by the look of them.
3 weeks. That's before the infection must have occurred.
Some days, yes. But I doubt they had something to do with it, if that's what you were thinking. They were quite friendly with the villagers, even though they wouldn't tell them the reason for their presence. Then the dying started. Evidently, I observed all this from afar. I was out fishing on the lake, to be precise. But still, it was enough to get a good picture. The first victim I saw was one of the farmers. He was out working his fields when he suddenly collapsed. To me, it looked as if he was coughing blood.
Keep talking.
Well, he got up, and immediately the elves that were there carried him back into the village. The next day, it happened again. Only this time, to 2 women doing their laundry at the creek. Again, the elves helped. I couldn't tell from the distance, but it even looked as if that tall woman, their leader, examined them. Whatever she did, though, it didn't stop the plague. That same night, there was screaming from behind the village walls, and it lasted for the entire week. It was gruesome.
Between when the elves arrived and the first outbreak, did you notice anything odd?
Such as?
Such as odd noises.
No, I don't think so. Sorry.
You don't sound like a villager. Where are you from?
Oh, long story. Briefly put, I'm from Everlight. Tiara's Grace, if that name sounds familiar.
That's the noble quarter of the city, isn't it? You must have had quite some coin if you lived there.
That is correct, I did. Drapery was my craft, and I was good at it. But then I grew older, and the usual questions began to arise. You know, the ones that sound silly, but nonetheless keep you awake at night.
Such as?
Let's not go into detail. Suffice it to say that they made me question some of my decisions. Long story short, I gave all my belongings to an orphanage and looked for a quiet place to do some soul-searching.
We'll be off.
Fair enough.
Will do.
More of them. This place is a bloody graveyard.
Let's go. Right away.
This will be a masterpiece.
At your command.
Pray tell.
As you command.
Of course.
Building completed.
Whatever's necessary. Interesting.
We're in for a fight.
Acknowledged. Understood.
Yeah!
This is over.
Our population is at maximum capacity. We need to expand.
Another entrance to the village. Huh. And it's by far less guarded than the one to the south.
Of course.
Charge!
Sure.
Commander?
Yeah! For the queen!
We made it. The barriers are down.
Yet no sign of their scryer.
Charge!
She must be
What
hiding inside.
You
Bloody
bastard!
coward.
Don't say I didn't
Let's
warn
move
you!
in.
We should probably gather our party before venturing forth. I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm ready.
You read my mind.
Belengar, this isn't over.
Gone. Damn it.
It's over.
What about the scryer?
We'll get her. Talk to us, woman. What happened here?
Are you...
Sent by the Queen. Now talk.
What was that?
Elves. They must have gotten reinforcements.
Corporal, Tahar, return to the outpost at once. They need someone to lead the defenses.
Understood. What about the village?
Anselm and I will guard it. The rest of the Wolf Guard should arrive any second now. We will just have to hold the village until then. Now move.
All right, Tahar, let's move. Back to the outpost and quick.
We lost the sector, Commander.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
We're being attacked!
There they are. Get ready.
More of them! Take them down!
Our capital is under attack.
Stop. Stop. That's enough. Please, just listen to me. Please, I give up. All that, we didn't want any of it.
You should have thought of that before you attacked us.
Your men attacked us as soon as we got inside. I'm sorry. Scryer Elion told us about you. About the reason you're here and your disagreement.
That's one way to put it. Your people opened fire on us.
Yes, and they shouldn't have. Elion, she got scared. She had her orders, you know, to protect the village. It was never our intention to start a war.
Whatever your intentions, this is Nortander territory. Capturing a village, invading our lands, this is an act of war.
I know, but the situation required that we acted quickly. And given recent developments in your country, we could not take the risk of you denying us entry.
Recent developments?
Yes. The purity of light and their persecution of mages. Especially to us as elves, who are almost all magically gifted. We just don't understand why Lord Marshal Arendir just lets them do as they please.
And that justifies breaking a century-old treaty between our races? That's some strange reasoning.
I get your concerns.
That's a relief. I was beginning to fear all of Nortander had lost their minds. Either way, this is a different topic.
It is. If it wasn't your intention to start a war, then what was it? Why did you come here?
For the same reason you're here. The Bloodburn. The Moorhere elves have been struck by it too. At least we believe so.
I figured as much. So you're here to... what? To examine it?
Yes. We are here to study an outbreak firsthand.
And you aren't afraid? How do you protect yourselves against an infection?
We don't. You see, that's one of the many misconceptions you humans have about the Bloodburn. It's not an ordinary disease, as your Lord Marshal believes, and thus it's not contagious. You could ask a dying woman for a dance and it would not affect you.
How can you be so certain?
Just observe the pattern. It can wipe out an entire village, but the one a mile south of it remains unaffected, even if the wind is blowing in their direction. And for some reason, it may take a strong man of 30 winters and spare his grandmother. Where's the logic in that?
Maybe we just haven't understood the pattern yet.
If you think it's contagious, you must have brought some protection, didn't you? What was it, a potion?
Yes.
Please show me.
Here. Sorry, Tahar, but I want to see this.
Just as I suspected. Watch.
What are you doing? You're drinking it.
Yes, because it's just fire nettle extract, nothing else. Your medicine is completely useless, and whoever brewed it knew that. Please, I beg you, you need to believe me. The bloodburn isn't an ordinary plague.
Then what is it?
This is what we're trying to find out. But, as of now, we believe it to be a curse of sorts. One originating from a very ancient, unknown kind of magic. So this is it, Evran. The truth. We are here to understand.
Someone told me you arrived here several days before the outbreak.
And to you, that looks suspicious. I understand. But believe me, we didn't cause it. What reason would we have? We knew it would happen in Leonon because we learned that there are certain signs before it happens.
Such as odd noises?
So you know. Yes, odd noises. Or even a voice, as some have claimed. Strangely enough, not everyone can hear them. And hearing also does not necessarily protect from the infection. All this, it's a mystery.
Huh. In other words, you knew an outbreak in Leonon was imminent and decided to come here to observe it.
Yes. We also hoped to help, but none of the remedies we had prepared worked. It was tragic and got under our skins. Which is probably one of the reasons why Elion was already on edge when you got here.
I still don't understand, though. Why didn't your scryer let us in?
Isn't it obvious? Because she wanted to prevent you from carrying out that order.
What order? To examine the bloodburn?
Oh, I see. Your general. I'm afraid he didn't fill you in on your true orders. The village is to be purged. Every survivor, children, women, elders, will be killed. The Crown believes this is what it takes to prevent the bloodburn from spreading to Greyfell.
This is ridiculous. How in blazes would you know?
Can't you guess? We have ears in Greykeep, as you probably have in Leafshade.
Then we need to stop him.
I was hoping you would say that. I would help you if I could, but given what's happened, I doubt my presence would help. In other words, it's in your hands now. We will withdraw our people until dawn. Farewell, Evran. And thank you for sparing me.
What do we need? Bertrand, what do you make of this?
Of what that elf just told us?
Yeah.
Honestly, no idea. I don't think he's lying, but that doesn't mean they're right. Especially not that part about our orders.
And if they are, what should we do?
I don't know. We can't refuse an order, can we? You know, that would make us deserters.
Yeah, you're right.
Tahar.
Ansel, what happened? Where's the general?
Up north. He left us in charge. What about the outpost? Is it safe? Since you just strolled in here, I suppose the elves have somehow surrendered.
They have. Look, Anselm, I need to talk to the general. There's something about the bloodburn we didn't
Save your breath for later, Corporal. This place is getting purged.
Purged? You mean...
Yes, it's tragic, but there's no other choice. The general said it was the plan all along. Until we know how this plague spreads, we cannot allow any of these people to leave. Not alive.
This is insane. Look at these people. Anselm, we can't just kill them.
What do you want me to do, Tahar? Fall on my knees and cry? It's an order, and we are soldiers. It's as simple as that.
So you knew this is what we're here for. Why did he tell you and not us?
He didn't. I only just learned it myself.
But the general doesn't have the information we have. He should know before we do anything.
It would take an hour to catch up by now, and even if you were to tell him, he seemed pretty set on this. Which I understand. It's all of Northander we're gambling with. Maybe all of EO.
Forget it. I'm not killing these people, and you won't either.
That's what I wanted to hear. One last thing before we kill you, betrayer. Do you remember her face?
Whose face? What in the blazes are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Well, that's a damn good question. 8 years ago in Iskander, when your father tried to execute you and the Wolfguard stopped him, it was my sister who paid the price for it. Isamo Tahar. He burned her alive. He blasted the skin from her skull. And all just because of you. All because of the fucking betrayer's child. But no, that wasn't enough. Instead of killing you like he should have, General Noria took you in. Trained you as if you were something special. Wolfguard. He might as well have spit on my sister's grave.
Anselm, this isn't fair. This isn't fair, and you...
Fair? Fuck fair! She died, damn it! She died! Only so this piece of shit could live. Good thing is, you refused a direct order. So we don't even need to cover this up. Now let's get this over with.
No, Anselm! You can't do this!
Watch me.
I need healing.
Oh, shit. Stay calm, Bertrand. This wasn't our fault. We just have to...
Tahar, there's news from the Tiara's breath. What happened here?
We can explain. They...
Stay where you are. Slaughtering your own brethren. I can't believe it, Tahar. I should have guessed. Drop that weapon now. And you too, Carpal. Unless you want to save the hangman some work.
Hangman?
What do you think? You're charged with high treason. Betrayed by the betrayer's child. The general will love to hear this.
I told you this would happen, Angar. I told you.
I just can't believe this is all you have to say in your defense, Tahar.
Anselm and his friends attacked us. Do you need me to write it down for you?
Watch your tongue, Tahar.
General, you are a soldier of the Queen, Tahar. And for the past 8 years, you have served us well. Not only that, you even went as far as to refuse obedience to your father. Because you knew what he did was wrong. I respect that. But killing 5 of your brethren in cold blood and refusing a royal order, I cannot let that go unpunished.
But this is ridiculous! The General was wrong, for heck's sake. The bloodburn is not contagious. What should we have done? Slaughter an entire village?
Blazes, are you that ignorant or just plain stupid, Carpo? These elves would have told you anything. They were the ones who betrayed our treaty in the first place. But I'm done explaining myself. This is a waste of time. You're a murderer, Tahar. I should have seen that right away, but I didn't. And the same goes for you, Carpo. You're a disgrace to the Wolfguard.
Tell me one thing, Tahar. Do you have any regrets?
This isn't about regrets. These villagers were innocent, and I tried to do what was necessary to save them. That's it.
No. You acted based on information by people who broke a decades-old treaty. And even if they hadn't, what tells you that they were right? Greyfell might be gone by now, if General Noria hadn't done what he did. Corporal Tahar, Corporal Carpal, you are hereby found guilty of murdering 5 soldiers of the Royal Army and insubordination. The punishment is death by the string. Take them to the dungeons.
That's it.
Pardon?
Since you've been sitting here, I've been wondering why your face looks so bloody familiar. Now I remember. I saw you in the courtyard, back when they took me to my... how did they call it? Trial? You're one of them, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was you. I'm guessing I should be mad at you, shouldn't I? For serving these idiots. But, as it seems, we're sitting in the same dirt, so... sod it. I'm Iria. Iria of Finan. What's your name?
Just call me Tahar.
Tahar? As in... Isamo Tahar?
He was my father, yes. But I fought him in the Mage Wars.
Huh. None of my business, I suppose. So, tell me, Tahar, what brings you to this wonderful place? Came to enjoy some nice hours of sitting in rat crap and hearing those zealots torture the living shit out of our kind? I hate to disappoint, but it gets boring after a while.
Look, I'm really not in the mood for chatter.
Oh, come on. Where's your sense of camaraderie? We're about to get burned together. At least tell me how by Ellen someone wearing the Wolfguard crest ends up being sentenced to death by his own people. Aren't you guys supposed to be some kind of... elite?
I was a corporal and refused an order.
Oh? What kind of order?
Long story. In short, our general ordered us to slaughter an entire village. Leonon. He wanted to prevent a plague called the Bloodburn from spreading, but... how should I say? Was missing some crucial information.
Which was?
The Bloodburn isn't contagious.
Blazes. Sometimes I wonder what's wrong with this world. I got ambushed. Soldiers of House Leonider, as they called themselves. I was trying to reason with them, but they wouldn't listen. I knew I shouldn't have done it, you know? Use my magic. But in that moment, I was just so bloody scared.
What did you do?
I only remember fragments. 2 of them lunged at me. I grabbed their arms and let my light magic run free. It was over in less than a minute. I didn't even know I could do that.
Light magic can kill.
It can drain, yes. It's not what it's made for, but nonetheless deadly.
And I take it you got caught.
No, not at first. But I'd rather not talk about it. They're going to kill us. And, you know, there is still a part in me that thinks this is all a bad dream. Are you afraid?
No.
Then I wish we could swap places for a while. Anyway, I don't know about you, but I haven't given up yet. We need to find a way out, and we need to do it quick.
We're in a prison.
How did you guess? Doesn't change the fact that we need to get out. I've searched every part of my cell, and there's absolutely nothing. But yours is a lot bigger. Go see if you can find anything.
Like what? A magical key?
No, a fragile bar in the walls. Something that can help us pick a lock. Whatever. Or maybe start by taking a look at that breakthrough in the wall behind you.
Let's see. Interesting. Iria, I found something here. It looks like a piece of thread.
Great! One of the prisoners must have left it. See if you can find a nail or something like that. That way we could make a lockpick.
A lockpick? What do you think this is, a child's game? We are in the Grey Keep prison. Even if you had Zerbo's keys, you wouldn't get that door open.
Just ignore him.
Now would you look at... Whoever that belongs to, I doubt he's still alive. Nothing. Interesting.
So? See anything?
Nothing. It's a dead end.
Shit. Well, that explains why they haven't repaired it. Then keep looking.
Let's see.
What's that? What are you looking at?
I don't know. Some sort of grate. There's something stuck down there. Looks like a piece of metal.
Are you serious? Get it!
I'm trying, but...
Oh, shit!
Ellen's reins. Are you alright?
I think so. What was that?
A tunnel spider. Just yesterday, one of the prisoners got bitten.
Shit. But you killed it.
And I have that nail.
Right, the nail. You still have the thread, right? Now put it...
All right, scum. Time to wake up. Defilers? Those 2. Isn't that?
The betrayer's child. Yes.
Interesting. I'm Rondar Lacane, the Harbinger of Light. And you are here because you've sinned. I don't know how, and it doesn't matter. But the Light has found you guilty.
Mercy! Please, sir! I have children, a wife,
Quiet, scum. Don't. He's afraid. And he should be. So, I'm here for a simple reason. You, the Defilers, are beyond repentance. But you three, you may not be. If you admit your sins now and accept the light into your life, you may be given a second chance. You may be born again as servants of Aenir. The choice is yours. Child?
I don't think he can hear you, Your Holiness.
Why? I believe my instructions were clear. If they are not Defilers, they are not to die until they have been given a chance.
I know, Your Holiness, but he was already weak when the soldiers brought him here. He must have had some untended wounds.
I see. Well, may the light have mercy on your soul, child.
I repent! Please, Your Holiness, I repent!
You do?
Yes!
Then confess. Confess that you have done wrong. Confess that you are corrupted. Confess that your life is and was always empty without the love of the All-Father. And confess that it is only this love that can lead you back to the path of virtue.
I confess, and I accept the light as my salvation.
Then rise and be born again. Open the door, child, and take him away. I will join you in the courtyard.
Are you certain, Your Holiness?
I am. Leave.
Of course.
What a lunatic.
What now?
No idea. But as long as that priest fellow is here, we have no way to get out unseen. Wait. Do you hear that?
You heard it, didn't you?
That voice, yes.
That's interesting.
You aren't making any sense.
The Bloodburn. What do you know about it?
Only that it's some kind of magical plague.
A magical plague? Yes, that's one way to put it. Where do I start? 6 months ago, before the first occurrence of the Bloodburn, Aenir showed me a vision. It was beautiful, riveting.
Like the one that made you found the purity of light in the first place?
I see you're well informed. Yes, like that one.
Must be handy to have so many visions.
I don't expect you to understand my faith, Tahar, so spare me the irony. But that particular vision I had that night was different. I woke up in a wide, empty desert. The sun was glaring, and the sand was almost burning. Yet I felt completely at ease. I began to walk until I saw the walls of a beautiful giant city, white as marble.
Just cut to the chase.
In that city I saw the All-Father, Aenir. It was humbling and exhilarating.
You met Aenir?
Yes. I don't think that you as a non-believer could possibly understand what it felt like. But what matters is that he spoke to me. He told me that the Bloodburn was imminent, and how we can cure it.
So, how can we cure it?
Well, that's where you come in. I wasn't certain at first, but now I am. He told me that there's someone who would play a pivotal role in all this, whose blood is connected to the plague, and I would recognize him or her when the time comes.
And you believe that's me?
I do. Let me tell you a story. 3 weeks ago, a small village was almost completely wiped out by the Bloodburn. I went there, together with 6 of my priests, to follow up on my vision. As you can imagine, it was atrocious. By the time we got there, most of the townsfolk were already dead. Save for one man, an elf, the village healer, witnessing that bloodbath. It had broken him. However, he was still able to tell us some very interesting things. Among them, that he believed the infection occurred right after he heard something that night. A song. The Song of the White, as we now call it.
Hang on. You're saying that this singing we just heard actually causes the blood burn?
Correct. And since, according to that elven healer, the words of the song resemble the Shaper tongue, we think that the blood burn might be connected to the Shapers.
Nonsense.
Actually, he might be right. Lord Marshal Arendir told me something similar. Noises before an outbreak.
Alright, now I'm lost. If this song causes the blood burn, why are you the first to make that connection?
Because not everybody hears it. Only those who are magically gifted do, and this hearing also protects them from the disease itself. Both of you are. And that leads me to believe that you, Tahar, are the one Aenir spoke of. The pariah, who will help us put an end to the blood burn.
There isn't much of a choice, is there? If we don't help you, we'll be executed.
Yes, but even if your situation were different, helping us would be in your best interest. If we don't stop the blood burn, all of Io will be affected, regardless of race or faith. And also, being chosen by Aenir is a great honor, one some of my followers would kill for.
A friend of mine has been sentenced to death, too. His name is Bertrand Carpel. Can you get him out as well?
Bertrand Carpel? Yes, I've heard about him. Another member of the Wolf Guard, isn't he?
Yes. I don't know where he is, though. They separated us after the trial.
Then I'll see what I can do, though your escape is more important right now.
I know. Now, please get us out of here.
Of course. There are some arrangements I have to make first. Give me a few moments. Two more things before you set out. First, you'll have to use the sewers to escape. There's an entrance in the tower's cellar that leads through the mountains. Get out of the prison and go there as quick as possible. Once you are there, you'll meet with a contact of ours, an expert on Shaper culture who will help us decipher the song. His name is Iskrin, and he's a dwarven scholar. We set him out on a mission to find Mulandir 3 weeks ago.
Mulandir?
The ancient city of the Shapers, yes.
So, you want us to help that dwarf find Mulandir, don't you? What for?
Isn't it obvious? To find clues about the song.
How do we find the dwarf? Will he be in the village?
It's possible, but I doubt it. Once you arrive there, you should talk to the village mayor, Clara Farlan. She works for the Purity, and will provide you with all the information you need. Just tell her you are sent by the light.
Sent by the light. Fair enough. Anything else?
There is. Here, take this.
What is that? What the heck? What was that?
The rune. It imprinted itself on you.
Imprinted? What is that thing?
Hard to answer. To put it shortly, they are a gift of Aenir to us as his servants. They protect us. If the bearer of such a rune loses his life, he will be revived by Aenir's light.
Did you just say...
Revived, yes.
So, these things make us, what, immortal?
Not immortal, no. But they provide you with a chance. Should you die and be brought back to life, the rune will lose a part of its power. Its energy will take you to one of Aenir's shrines, and there your body will be mended.
Aenir's shrine? You are talking about the Elam Sar, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Though most people call them the Godstones. To join a Godstone with your rune, you will need to touch the stone with it.
And then what?
You'll see. Either way, we shouldn't waste any more time. This should be self-evident, but only tell people you fully trust of our cooperation. I will do the same. Now go. Head to Farland's Hope, find the dwarf, and find Mulandir.
All right. Goodbye then, I guess.
Goodbye. Ah, one more thing, Tahar. The two of us. We are more alike than you think. You are searching for something, for the answer to a question. And while I have found mine, you haven't found yours.
What are you getting at?
Well, you see, I'm not a fool. I know you haven't seen the light, as I have, and I do not expect your loyalty. But as I said before, your blood, your lineage, it is somehow connected to all this. And even though I don't know how, maybe our cooperation can help you find the answer. But I've wasted enough of your time. Farewell, Tahar. Farewell, Iriar of Finan Mir. We will meet again.
All right. So that just happened. What now?
Let's just get out of here.
Okay. We should probably get our gear back first, though. Let's look around.
There. I think this is where they put our gear.
Then let's go.